Hello everybody, I'm down at Little Sioux at my friend Roger's place, my friend that passed away here a couple months back. I'm trying to dig through what's here, and I'll show you what I'm working with and what I'm doing. A lot of you remember me talking about him. He was a hoarder. His tiny house sits right over here, which I and another guy built for him. I got to get it pulled out of here. Got to get it jacked up and put the tires back on it and get it moved back up to my place. But I'm busy working on his backyard, trying to get some stuff out. I pretty much got the run of the place. I get to pick up or take anything I want. Like I said, he was a hoarder and he collected a lot of stuff, but I don't think people realized what he might have actually had. You'll understand when you see the place, it's like an eyesore, but actually I'm finding some actually good stuff. So, and I found a lot of stuff that was good in its day, but it ain't so good anymore. Well, being I got that all out here, I'm going to turn the camera around and kind of give you a bird's eye view the best I can of what I'm working with here. As you can see, it's like a jungle around here. Let me get a little closer so you can see what's what here. Look at these wheelbarrows. There's a wheelbarrow, and I'm sure the wood on it's pretty rotted. They looked intact, but there's a wheelbarrow there. Sorry about my fingers getting in the way. There's a wheelbarrow there. There's one there. There's one there. There's actually one of those cedars, and it might have a hitch on it, like pull with a little tractor. It does. So that's a little pull type cedar underneath there. Sorry you can't see it very well. There's another wheelbarrow back there, another one back there, and another one back there. So there's about a half dozen wheelbarrows just right here alone. That wheelbarrow that I took in to the sale barn this past Saturday come from down here. There's a little metal shed right over here that I'm working on. Actually, it's right there. There's a wheelbarrow in there. It's in good shape. And further on over, there's a little makeshift shed that he built, and there's a good wheelbarrow in there if I can get it out. If you guys see that kind of reddish orange right over there, not this one right there, but in front of it, that's a garden tractor. And then there's another garden tractor further on over, and then right over there is a Hobart welder. I'm telling you, this place is a jungle. I'm gonna go in the backyard and I'll show you the shed that I'm cleaning out. Turn the camera around so you see what I'm working with. Here's the old house that sat here. He lived in this years ago. Well, he was a pack rat, a hoarder, and he's filled this house up. I'm gonna open this up and show you. There's all kinds of stuff in here. But of course, it's fallen in. There's 2 boxes with brand new flagpoles. I don't know if I'll be able to get them out or not. Here's a wooden box. I don't know what's in that. Somebody built that out of plywood. There's a wheelbarrow right over there. That might still be in good shape. There's a plastic wheelbarrow right there, but the hardware's off of it. He probably bought that tub and just didn't put it together, because there's the other part of the wheelbarrow. Looks like parts off of 2 different wheelbarrows. There's a bunch of shovels and stuff like that right there, but it looks like most of them handles are rotted on them. There's probably some pitchforks and whatnot in there. Just all sorts of stuff in here. Old freezer. It's just crazy what's in this old house. Back over there is the living room, and I could see some 2x4s. I need to go around to the front window and maybe get that window open and see what's in there. I don't want to make this video too long because I know some of you get bored and don't watch clear to the end, but there's some old freezers, lawn chairs, old fan, all kinds of stuff. A lot of that stuff will be scrap. I'll try and get all this out. There's a good extension cord hanging there. I just dug out a big extension cord. Here's one of those old double wooden pulleys. That'd be kind of neat hanging on a wall for decoration. Okay, as you can see, all that old lumber, it's crepe material from local implement place. Roger would haul that stuff home for the lumber, never used it, just piled up and it rotted. There's a stack of bricks on over there, which you can't really see them, but big old stack of different bricks, or concrete blocks I should say. But there's all sorts of stuff. There's a part of an engine off of like a tractor or lawnmower or something like that. There's another one. There's a good shovel I dug out of this shed, and a scoop shovel there. It ain't much good. And then there's a two-wheel cart, an old antique two-wheel cart. There's a small shovel there. There's another wheelbarrow, and that one's in good shape because it's been in the shed. Here's a wood stove, and I bet this wood stove wasn't hardly used because you can tell there's no wear around that knob. My grandma had one like this, and this would get worn off, you know, grabbing this and turning it. And of course the front would be all banged up, but this is in really good shape. I might even put that wood stove to use. There's a generator motor off of an old tractor. It's painted green, so I'm sure it's John Deere, and I have another one just like that at home that I found in another shed that I cleaned out already. But here's a good electric motor, and I have a table saw, and I'm hoping that I gotten down here the table saw. It's a Craftsman, and I'm hoping that will bolt onto that table saw, and I'm sure it will. And it might even been off that table saw because it's got a plug-in for this motor, and that table saw had a spot in the front where the motor actually had a cord that where it plugged into the switch for turn on and off. But the thing I really wanted to show you that's in the shed, there's stacks of tires back there, which I know are not any good. Here's some sheets of plywood. They're worth a small fortune. Here's let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sheets of plywood, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sheets of OSB board, all 1/2 inch. When the plywood's about $30 a sheet, right now that's $300 there. But here's the thing that I'm really wanting to show you, and I'm hoping you guys get excited as well as I did. Right there it is. You see that? That's Farmhand 100. There's the side view. And if you guys are interested in old garden tractors or lawn tractors, look this one up. These tractors, I watched a video on YouTube. There's 2 people that posted. One of them is, I forget what the channel was, and the other one's an actual guy that has a channel of 50-something thousand subscribers. And he has one of these, and in one of his videos they said he's sold it, he's owned it this is the 3rd time he owned it, and he says he's going to keep it this time. He's not selling it. But anyways, these tractors are rare. The one video, the guy said he only knows of maybe about a dozen of them in existence. And I made a comment on the video. I said, well, now it's 1,001. I don't know how many years this thing's been stored in here, but I plan to getting it out. I did look them up online, or I happened to come across the auction site where somebody had redone one and auctioned it off. and it brought $3,850 all repainted. This one seems to be complete from what I can tell, and I think the mower deck's out or underneath it, which is a plus. That was just a plain tractor sold for $3,850 with a mower deck complete and all original. Who knows what this thing's worth, but something I'll probably clean up and see if I can't get running. Get some new tires. The tires all dry rotted and flat there, but it looks like it's original tires. The front tires are matching, but I think it's just kind of cool. Well, I'm not going to keep this video any longer. I'm going to get this out. You guys will see this in more of my videos once I get it out, and I'll show you some more of the fun treasures that I found down here. I got a lot of work ahead of me, as you can tell. I can't get to anything. I got my skid loader down here. Gonna be digging this stuff out, so if I can get back here, I gotta be careful because there's a well right here. There's the old hand pump, which I am gonna cut that off and take that home. Them old antique pumps like that, I can take them to the sale barn and get $100 a piece out of them. But anyways, I'm gonna let you go. I'll see y'all later. Don't forget I love you. Bye.